recently on social media, there has been an influx of two types of people. Those who say that Baldur's Gate deserved GOTY and will fight tooth and nail to try and protect this rather ridiculous claim. And those who have any sort of brain and realize that Baldur's Gate deserved the Game of the Year award about as much as Genshin Impact deserved last year's. Except the only difference between Genshin Impact and Baldur's Gate 3 is that it didn't win. Genshin didn't win, but Baldur's Gate 3 did. Though they definitely seem both equivalent to the type of game that you would have the weird kid in the back of the class playing 24/7. That's the type of game both of them are. So they're not dissimilar in the types of people who play them. Because one game has bestiality, the other is pedophilia, so I guess pick your poison, really. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, yes, you can fuck a bear in Baldur's Gate 3. There's a clip online, and I'm not going to find it, because I don't want that tainting my search history or my eyes any more than it already has. But I digress. I saw a post on Instagram about this very topic. It was a post defending and yapping about how Baldur's Gate 3 deserved to win the GOTY. All I said in the comments, I didn't say, oh, Spider-Man 2 deserved GOTY, oh, it was literally rigged. All I said was, I can't believe a game with zero skill expression won GOTY. Now, I had assumed that people would understand that the CRP genre as a whole typically lacks skill expression because it is something found in competitive games, which CRPGs are not. CRPGs are not competitive games, by any means. They are probably one of the most casual games on the game market. And, I mean, aside from, you know, what I can only assume is masochistic existence of people who play CRPGs regularly, they don't by any means play very intense games. That is to say, I wouldn't exactly call people who play stuff like Baldur's Gate on the regular competitive gamers. So I wouldn't expect them to know what the term skill expression means, and it appears as though I was correct. Because when I stated that, I had several people saying multiple different things that were not skill expression. I had someone tell me to min-max because I told them about how no matter how much I planned, my plan would just fail because of die rolls. And they told me to min-max. I'm like, that's not skill expression, though. And I don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of trolling, I guess. They've got to be, because there's no way that they think min-maxing is skill expression. Because while it can be, you're still on a dice roll. And there's no room to actually express what your min-maxing has paid off for. Then I had another person, oh, what did they say? Oh, right, they told me that you can literally shroud your character in a cloak of death, and just anyone who gets near you will take a ton of damage. And I'm like, okay, so how do you achieve this? And they said you have to use your stealth roll to sneak past guards, and then use a roll to lockpick the door to then pick up the item and put it on. I mean, you couldn't have been further from the term skill expression, but that's cool to know, I guess. But again, that's not even close to anything related to skill expression. I shouldn't have even replied, because I can't tell if half of the people who are replying to me are trolling at this point, or just genuinely unaware of what the term means. It's starting to get a bit ridiculous, because neither of those really even come close to what the term skill expression is. Because, min-maxing can be skill expression, don't get me wrong. However, the fruits of your labor in the game, as I already said, are, still on a dice roll. So it's even if you have a 99% chance, you can still roll a nat 1, which I have had this exact thing happen to me, and still miss your attack completely. So, again, neither of those are skill expression, and again, the genre as a whole typically lacks skill expression, so I don't I guess, not necessarily understand, but I, you know, had more hope that the people who play CRPGs on a regular basis would be more intelligent to know that what the term skill expression means, but I guess people really just be posting anything on the internet nowadays without knowing what the hell's going on, so yeah.